Well,
Yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of the Simply Awesome Podcast, man. We're back. This is the official episode. There's no gimmicks. This is all real. How
no
you
way out
feeling?
over here. No way out over here.
There. Welcome to the Simply Awesome Podcast. Of course, I'm hashtag Poppy. Of course, my co-host, Royalstatik.
Yes, sir.
How's everything? How's everything, bro?
Everything been good. We took a little short break real quick.
A little
Get
high.
everything right back again.
Yeah, a
We
little
got everything back
hiatus.
again.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
we
is
back
not
at it.
AI. This is not me.
No,
So it's a
no, this
whole
is
episode
visual.
right here. It's officially us.
We good, man.
Which we gotta specify that because a lot of people doing AI streams. A lot of people say, "Hey, let's let the
Oh
AI do
man.
it."
Like we said, we sold with the principle, the everything's AI, got the recording and you can be sabotaged and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's really us in the flesh.
Yep.
Um, how's everything going, bro? How's your spirit? Um,
Life is
uh,
good. I'm still alive. Still C-19 free. A little breathing, trying to get back in shape a little bit. But everything's going great. Everything's going great. How's that going for you? Do not tell me. Hell, no. Bro, are you playing with me? Are you fuck? Who I want to
I don't
call
want no
him, man?
gimmicks. No shit. Maybe that's that AI.
Bro, get the
That AI.
no,
I don't
you ain't
know.
just sitting there stuck, you motherfucker.
I'm not what. Like, look, when they play this back, they gonna see like you were
Okay,
frozen.
okay. Well, my shit, you was frozen. Okay,
Nah, man.
okay.
Anywho, for me personally, enjoying this first, half of the year. Just got through the school year. Enjoying my break so far until I get back in the swing of things for summer school and everything. But so far I've been blessed this year and everything's looking lovely, to say the least. Trying to stay CO-19 free. Of course we gotta remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And as we can see, so far the only thing we gotta worry about is some flying spiders, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so let's get into some things. It's been a minute. I know the people want the content, so we're here to give it to them.
All right. Well, the first thing we're gonna get into is kind of heavy, but this thing was dragging on forever. But those of y'all who don't know, we're about to talk about the YSL Rico case. And the main twist and turns in this case has been like over 2 years since shit started.
Like 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 3 years since it started. I think it's like a year and a half into the trial, or whatever. Now, close to it, whatever.
Hmm.
There's been two major incidents that's happened so far. Uh, Thug's lawyer has been found in contempt of court. He had to do, I think,
Yeah.
10, 20 weekends in jail for being in contempt because he found out about a meeting that was happening between the prosecutor, the judge, and one of the witnesses. And witness said they wasn't going to incriminate themselves. And judge like, how the hell you know about our meeting? Because our meeting was apparently supposed to be secret. What
Hmm.
the defense attorney knew about it, which I guess he wasn't supposed to. And Turley, I'm not telling you that. I know that this happened and what's supposed to happen, we was supposed to be privy to it. He's like, no, how you know about this? And so the judge found him in contempt of court and sentenced him to go be weekends in jail.
The whole thing looks nasty.
It's crazy.
I-
Because the judge didn't deny the shit. The judge didn't say, hey, you wrong about this. Say, how the fuck you know about this?
yeah, but I mean, so the thing about it is like it's the legality. It's the fact that you know you can have like secret meetings with the judge, the prosecution, and one of the key witnesses in question, without the defense knowing about it and having, a chance to rebut if there was like some type of new information being presented. They were supposed to get some type of debriefing, I believe.
You ain't supposed to.
And
Allegedly, but hey.
Doug's lawyer, called the judge out about it, and the judge was like, instead of standing like, hey, this is what we're doing, he's like, well, how you trying to find information? Like, how do you know about this? Like, but I mean, this like it's going to be like a mistrial, the way he's veering off to me,
You never
that's me
know.
because
Never know how
yeah,
shit gonna go, man. We already dismissed the juror. Well, they fired the juror because he was singing thug lyrics or something on the trial. I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck? I'm like,
This has
what
been
the
the
fuck?
most weird, like surreal cases, trials, in a minute.
Yeah, there's some really, really wild stuff.
Yeah, why is that Woody? He just
We,
fired
we,
his
we, we,
lawyer.
we don't speak about that. We don't speak about that. What? All right. Well, YSL Woody is on trial also separately from this case. He's on his own case, but he's also a witness in this RICO case too. For those of y'all that don't know, most of the people that were on this RICO case, they had their own trials, and then there's some people on the whole RICO case with Thug running together. But mostly everybody has their own trial, like own separate trials that can be, but not always looped into the RICO case. Like Gunna, his shit is separate. His shit, and this RICO case, he's like, look, get me up out of this. I'm not involved in no criminal shit. I signed to the label when I was it. There's one of them saying why I was a gay. He's like, say why I was a gay. Like, I know it's a record label. It's like, you ain't getting out of here unless you say that shit's gay. He's like, all right, it's a gay. Fuck it. It's a gay.
Man, Gunna done got out of Dodge and done changed his whole life, his whole appearance,
Gunna did
whole
the right
approach to
thing.
music.
He making
Man, I
he
leveled
making a
up.
label money. He making a label money. He generating
He's
revenue
definitely
for
leveled up.
YSL. He doing what he's supposed to do. But getting back to this YSL Woody case, YSL Woody has an interesting case. So apparently YSL Woody is was in all the slow classes in school, apparently, according to him.
Tough. He's a tough one.
And apparently he don't know, he can't see. He don't know what's going on. He don't know who in the court apparently. He could barely hear because I requested, huh? What? I can't read that one. I don't know what you saying. But he don't got to read that. But apparently he can't. He don't know nothing. He's allegedly fired his lawyer, and the one
No,
small
no,
thing.
likely he did.
Well, he fired lawyer, but the one small clip I did see of him was the prosecutor asked him when they asked you to go get the gun, and you said you was gonna go back with it. Why did you bring the gun? He said they told me to go get the gun. And I come back. I told them I come back with it if they let me go, and they fell for it. They go like, "Why you come back with the gun?" I was like, "Huh? Why would I come back with the gun? I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I incriminate myself by bringing the gun back? If you stupid enough to fall for me saying I'm gonna get the gun and I'm not under arrest, why the fuck would I ever come back to that shit? That's stupid. That make no type of sense.
Oh man.
That's me admitting I had the goddamn gun. Now if you don't have the gun on me, why would I go get the gun and say, hey, here's the gun? That's more charges for me. That's stupid.
Man, I don't know. This is like one of the court cases from hell in terms of like
Bro,
public perception and viewing.
this whole case has been a shit show for real. It's wild because one of Thug's lawyers got kicked off the case. The female lawyer because she was entwined with some shit.
Hmm.
This was a couple months ago, but she got kicked off that shit because she was doing some shit or something. She was entwined with too much shit. The male
Yeah,
lawyer
I think
there.
that wasn't that like a year and a
It
half
was
ago, something like
yeah,
that.
it was some time ago, but she got kicked off because she was on some wild ass shit.
Yeah, I think we talked. Yeah,
It was
a
highly
minute ago.
inappropriate. We talked about that a while ago, but I
Yeah,
was like, what the fuck going on? Like, nigga, be a
yeah,
goddamn professional. You're a professional.
they don't give a fuck about none of that. This is definitely going to be like I wonder if it's been like a Simpson meme so far. Well, I haven't seen the Simpsons in a minute, but I'm pretty sure like this case got to be like on the Simpsons, like
The memes from this
Family
trial
Guy.
been fucking hilarious. The memes from this trial have been hilarious.
I know Thug probably going through it like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, you know him and his lawyer gonna be the same soul block we
This
here
man
there.
feel
Like,
like he
hey,
probably
what's
like
up?
in the Twilight Zone.
I don't want to jail on nobody, but that shit crazy. It's crazy as hell that he been sitting in jail for what, damn near 3 years. His trial still not gonna move for months.
Yeah, man, and
It might be a mistrial. He might do it all over again.
you don't think they'll count The time is already spent in there.
depending on how much time he gets.
Good point. Good point.
Because the RICO charges is
Yeah.
high, is like those have mandatory minimums. Minimums ain't low.
But I don't know. I don't know how like this
Well,
case
no,
will
it might
go.
be because it's a little bit different if the because the state would go, but the feds can come at any time making a federal case if they want to. So it might beat the state RICO, and the feds might just say, "No, fuck that shit. We come back for you." So it all depends. It all depends. You don't never know how it's gonna go. So he
I,
could
f-
win and still lose.
I feel bad for Thug because he's in a no win situation right now. It's like well, it's not even that it's no win situation. It's just the fact that you damn near in purgatory because it's like it's like a whole bunch of sitting and waiting. He missed time with kids, family, losing out on money right now. I
Oh
feel
no,
bad for
you right. It's no win. It's no win. If you win, you don't win.
him.
Because even if he beat the state charges, the feds will say, "Oh no,
And
no, we
not
want
not
this
to mention that
state."
he's spending
Oh,
millions
he burned the bread on the
on
lawyers. He burned
on
the bread on the
lawyers,
lawyers.
man.
We don't know how much what he actually has access to. That's he personally has
That's
because
true.
you gotta think about it. For every million you get, the government take a half of that shit.
That's true. But I'm pretty sure. Well,
That's not include, I'm talking about federal taxes, not state. So
I'm
every
pretty
million
sure
dollars you get,
between like the label and I'm pretty sure he got a good relationship with a lawyer that
yeah, but
you
he still even if you get money from the label, he gotta pay that shit back as a loan. That's not his shit.
he can make it back. But I mean, like this is just tough.
But again, that's gonna be
Well, I mean, that's
if he gets
contention.
out, he gotta make it
Yeah,
back.
that's contention if he gets out.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's not a good situation to be in, but
Mm.
hopefully this case is wrapped up, man. But that Rico ain't not to play with, boy. They not
Yeah,
playing with,
man.
man.
Yeah. Prayers to Thug and
Friends of Thug,
all
playing the
the
money. Everybody else in
parties,
YSL.
and YSL,
All right, let's get to the next thing. Let's get this. Let's get the sports.
right?
All right. For those of y'all that don't know, swimming is a sport. We'll get some local
Yeah.
news real quick with the sports report. All right.
Michael
For
Phelps,
those,
Michael Phelps out there.
he might be. We will see how we go. All right. So for those of you that don't know, we're in Baltimore, and the Inner Harbor is one of the main attractions here. Now, if you're local, you know what the fuck the Inner Harbor is. You know why we don't fuck with the Inner Harbor like that. The area around that's cool. We talk about the exit water. We don't fuck with that shit. If bodies in there every couple of weeks, it's toxic waste and all the other shit in that bitch. It goes into the ocean, it goes to the bay, all that good shit, whatever. But yeah, they're gonna open up the apparently the Inner Harbor is clean enough water now people will swim in it. Now if you're in the Baltimore area, you see the commercial of a young lady talking about, oh, I'm gonna go swim from such and such to the Inner Harbor. Well, that swim's gonna actually happen next weekend. Over 100 people are gonna do that. And I hope they're mutants half by that harbor water. Because it wouldn't
Man,
be me. They can't convince me how clean that water is ever. I don't give a damn if it was the cleanest water on earth. I would never step foot in that shit.
I mean, it got dolphins in there. They be floating.
They got dolphins and crabs in that bitch, but come on now, bro.
Oh man,
It's so much in that goddamn water. I would never touch it. Never in my life. But y'all
yeah.
folks have fun with it.
Outside of like going to like Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Bora Bora, those type of places. Here in Baltimore, that's the anti of what clean water and clear water is. So I yeah.
I'm not trying to
If you want to
mutate like
get
the Simpsons.
if you want to
Y'all
get
can have
mutant
it.
you want to get mutant powers,
You go ahead,
by
holler
all
at it.
means,
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
you might come out, you might be able to fly.
We could get your third eye.
Third
You
eye,
never know. You
never
never
know.
know.
Never know.
All I'm saying is it can't be me.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. I wouldn't do
That's
that.
what I mean. We will hop into some more. We will hop into some more sports. We're gonna talk about Ron Garcia. Ron
Your
Garcia.
boy.
We go to boxing. No, that's a year boy. I don't fuck with Ron Garcia. That's a year boy.
That's not my
We
boy. That's
fuck
your
with.
boy.
No, that's a year boy.
Now my boy is Javante Davis,
That's my guy, but
GTD.
you said Ron Garcia was your man. But Ron Garcia had a fight maybe like I want to say a month or two ago with Devin Haney. For those of you
Like,
that
yeah,
watched for those of you that actually watched the fight, Devin Haney lost the fight. If we just go by the eye test, Devin Haney lost that goddamn fight. There's no way he could have won by points or nothing. He lost that fucking fight on points alone. But
yeah, that's what.
because they drug test these athletes, Ron Garcia has been found to be on PEDs, performance enhancing drugs. We don't know what drugs he was on. He was on that stuff. Because with that Barry Bonds, that Sammy Sosa could be on AGH, could be on anything. We don't know. But that voided that win. Devin Haney's record is undefeated now. Ron Garcia, I think it's 24-1 or some shit like that. That's his one loss. Well, I think
I
it's one loss.
think that'll be two, right?
No,
That'll be
two
two.
loss, two loss. Because he lost a tank, but yeah,
Yeah,
two.
the
I think
tank,
like
tank, yeah.
23 or 2. Whatever his record is, it's something and 2. Now, whatever.
What do you think about
But yeah,
him
Ron Garcia has
using
now lost
drugs?
that fight because of performance of
What do you
drugs.
think?
I think that's a bullshit ass move. I think if you're talented, you're obviously talented enough to make it a professional boxer. I think
Yeah,
unless you were given a substance and you didn't know had the PDs, because you can't be given a substance like yes you can, because your trainer can say, okay, start taking this, or your doctor can
I mean,
say
yeah,
start
yeah,
taking
it's
this,
possible. Do I
and
do I,
you
do I believe?
and you don't
I
know.
don't think that's the case.
I'm not saying that's this case. I'm saying when you can't, you can be given something by your doctor or trainer that you don't know contains a PED and be taken that way. But we know for Ron Garcia that's not the case. But that can happen. We see that happen to a couple of athletes when they were given something they didn't know what was bad
Most
by a
definitely,
trusted source. But we know for sure that the
most
level that
definitely going in.
he had to shoot it, should inject whatever this PD was. It wasn't no, I was giving this, I was that. No, you had to inject this, brother.
Most definitely, and going to the fight, he was very arrogant in terms of like the way he was speaking about the fight and saying like um he wasn't really taking Devin Haney as a threat. He was I think he missed weight, I believe.
Yeah. If you off that juice,
And
why the hell do you think he's fighting? You're
and
like, I got all this extra power, what I'm gonna do?
yeah, yeah, he treated the fight so nonchalantly, like there was no possibility of him losing. So, from that standpoint, I feel like more than likely he definitely did this, on purpose.
Well, as a boxer, as a boxer, you should feel that way. You should feel you aren't going to lose, even though you know it's a possibility. You should feel that you aren't going to lose because you had that mindset always as a athlete.
Not
But
only that, he was talking crazy. Like before that
oh
was a whole bunch
oh
of
yeah, we'll talk about that a little
oh
bit.
yeah,
Ryan Garcia went on a crazy
going
rant
crazy.
talking about he went well and let's not say crazy. Let's say a
Well,
very wild and out there rant. Talking about
yeah,
he went to Bohemian Grove. They watched him. They made him watch videos of rape of children. They made him rape a child, allegedly. That's what he said.
that what he said, yeah.
You go back and watch that. We're not making this up. And we're saying rape and sexual assault or other sexual acts with a child. You know the R word, but we ain't saying that, so we're gonna say grape. But yeah, he was saying some other crazy shit like the Illuminati got him. They had all this stuff on him. They want him and they made him do things, all this other stuff. Again, we don't know what these statements made, but these are statements that he's made publicly or record. Again, go back and fact check this. It's not stuff we're making up. He's actually said this. This is all leading up to the Devin Haney fight. And people are like, what is he talking about? What's this crazy stuff he talking about? But hey, those are the words that he said. We ain't making it up. He said.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're paraphrasing. We're paraphrasing.
yeah.
It's a not direct quote. It's a paraphrase.
Let's just get him the fuck out of here and let's focus on like people who actually want to box and who's going to be the next challenge for
Hopefully
Javante
Rod
Davis. You know
Garcia
what I'm
gets.
saying?
Hopefully Rod Garcia gets off that stuff.
Very
Turns
soon.
himself around and actually get back to being an actual good fighter that he is. and earn his living in a respectful way and not try to cheat by using body altering drugs to get a W.
Yeah, hopefully he gets his mind body right, and
You
prayers
know,
for him.
hopefully they ban him for a certain amount of time because well, I don't know what the stipulations are for this, but I know he lost the fight, so he might get banned for a little bit for boxing.
He's banned for a year. A
Well,
year.
hopefully for this year, he stays clean, trains the whole time, and get back to doing the boxing the right
Yeah, man, prayers for him.
way. Another boxing news, we got the hometown champ, Javante Tank Davis. Just had a fight last weekend. And he whooped that boy ass. Walked
Yeah, I
that
feel
man.
bad for him.
Walked that man down. It was a very good fight. Frank Martin stayed strong. That man, he put up a very good fight. And we're going by points. Frank was winning by about 3-4 points, and we're going by what the scorecards could have been. Where the eighth round, my fault. Tank,
He called it.
Tank did, Tank did what he was supposed to do. He walked that boy down. Hit with that uppercut, that left, it was over with. It was knockout city, baby.
Yeah,
Tank
yeah,
did Tank did we did use them hands and use that power like it was supposed to. It did exactly what he was supposed to do. A
yeah.
lot of people said Tank was gonna lose because Frank Martin was an athlete. Frank Martin is an amazing athlete. I give that man all respect, but Javante Davis is a different goddamn beast. He wasn't
There's
ready for that
levels to
man.
this. There's
He wasn't
levels to
ready for
this.
that man.
It's depths levels to this. He's
It's definitely
Devontae
levels to
Davis
this.
is the elite of the elite. I don't see him losing anytime soon unless him maybe he step up and go to another to a heavier weight and
I think he need to
it's,
jump to 140. It's
uh,
only 5 pounds. I'm not saying jump to 145. Jump to 140 is 5 pounds. I think he'll thrive there. I think he
I
can
think
thrive with
there.
5 more pounds. I'm not saying jump 7, jump 10, just jump 5 pounds. But he's a beast at 135. I think he can thrive at 140.
I think he thrive at 145,
I think
150.
he could, but I don't think that he would naturally sit there at 145. So I'll say do 140 and actually I think he can walk around. He can walk around 140 and not have to actually lose weight, lose anything, and just be nice with it there. Because you gotta
Yeah,
remember, every as much weight you put on, you have to actually condition for that weight.
that's true. But I
And you
mean,
gotta get your body used to being at that weight. So I think
I
five
think
extra pounds wouldn't actually change anything for him.
I think Tank is at a point where he's at a point in his career where he either just pick on like the low level I'm becoming next big thing, or if he goes up in weight and really tests himself to see how dominant he really can be, across
Yeah, I think he
different weight
maybe need
classes. I
maybe
think he's
two,
at a
three.
point where he needs to go up there and weight and really test himself because
I think he might have maybe 2, 3 more fights in this weight class because he's cleared out everybody. Who else do you have in his weight class? He has to jump up after maybe 2 fights. He has to, unless he wants to pick on people.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
it don't make sense for him to sit here at 135. Because people will say, "Oh, you're a bully at 135." Like hop up, like get some more competition. But
but
it's not his
Tank
fault. He ran. It's not his fault.
Tank
He
is a
ran to the division.
businessman because we're all gonna watch him
Oh
because
yeah,
it's
oh yeah,
him.
we damn sure gonna watch.
We're
Oh,
gonna
we
watch
damn sure
because
gonna
it's him.
watch.
So I mean, he might just say, let me just get the easy payday." So I mean,
And
I can't knock him for that.
I can't say none of these paydays are easy. In the box, there's always a chance you get knocked out. You get
Yeah,
beat.
everybody else, there's always a puncher's chance, but I don't know the
I,
safe
I'm,
bet
talk,
is
I'm
the
talking
tank
about
though.
we're talking skill level. I don't see a lot of people touch their head, but we're talking about you don't know what because boxing is more of an art than a science, and it's ridiculous. Anybody get a lucky punch, anything can happen anytime inside the ring.
But the
So
fight,
it's not a
the
matter of
dream fight
skill.
though, but the dream fight is him versus Crawford. That's the dream fight. I think that's the biggest money fight out there.
I can see
If
that.
there is one
I
for
can see
him,
that.
a low level big fight. is if Floyd come out of retirement.
Oh no. Let Floyd stay retired, man. Let Floyd do exhibitions.
Let them fight it out.
Let Floyd stay retired, man.
Mhm. Yeah,
All
but
right, let's go to the next sports thing we got. We got the Caitlin Clark Olympic controversy. Let's get into it. So they have named the women's or the WNBA USA Olympic women's basketball team. Well, I can't say WNBA, but the women's because that's the organization.
yeah, the women's national
The
team,
women's national Olympic
Team
team for the
USA.
US for
Yeah,
USA. A lot of people were mad that Caitlin Clark was not on the roster for that team. I particularly wasn't mad about that. I'm like, okay, who is she better than that's on that roster that she could take their place? And there's no one.
nobody. Yeah,
She's a very popular rookie, but she's not the best rookie of this year. If the rookie of the year contention will stop today, Angel Reese got it.
oh yeah,
If we're just going
100%.
skill set, Angel Reese has it today. Not to say things can't improve and more things happen throughout the season, but if it stopped today, Angel Reese got it.
Respect.
And again, it's not about how popular you are, it's about what you provide for the team and what your skill set is. Now, another young lady that was on the team has left. I can't talk is an alternate name because that young lady was an alternate. She dropped out and said, "Fuck it, the popularity contest. I don't want to deal with this bullshit." She left, and so Caitlin Clark is an alternate name on the team.
Yeah,
Now, mind you, that's because of how popular she is. It's not about skill set. That's because this young lady saw what was happening, said, "I don't want to deal with this bullshit or whatever," and left the team and said, "I'll be all right," and let her be an alternate. I don't take that spot.
yeah. I
Because
mean,
people
I
bitching and
commend
moaning or that bullshit.
the Team USA, roster and management and whoever picks the players, whoever has that type of say so. I commend them for keeping the integrity in terms of trying to select the best players who's trying to win gold for us. However, I will provide a little bit of pushback. I think providing Caitlin Clark on the team does build the brand of the W more if she's on the national team in terms of that brand aspect of the WNBA, being more
It
known
it it
global and getting
it
more
it
viewers,
it
because
can
she is the
it
arguably the biggest star in the WNBA.
let's look at it this way. Okay, it can, but it doesn't necessarily translate over. But you gotta think about it. Her, Angel Reese, all the other rookies that came in, they had their own fan bases that were just as big as the W as a whole. So when people aren't necessarily fans of the team, they're Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese fans coming to the team.
That's true. But at the
So
same time
it
though,
it it does overall help the league, but it isn't a league booster. It's their fans coming in. It's so they will boost the league, but it's not overall like they're the face of the league. They're the face of their own brand and they help their team, but it doesn't actually boost the league necessarily.
well, I mean, but if you have like your most popular players on the team, that does provide more visibility worldwide. So
It
even
does
even they,
it does,
even
but
though they
again,
get a
people
small percentage of the new audience, I think that's a big deal for the WNBA just in a whole. So from that aspect, I do see why like there would be some type of uproar in terms of her not being on the team from a branding aspect of of the WNBA having most of the people, most of the women from the on team on well from USA,
Yeah, but the thing about that is it's more her fans than league fans. The thing, it's more about this. The argument was she's so popular. Why is she on the team? It's not she's the best player for that position. It's not that she's the best rookie out there that should be there.
Mm.
It's that she's the most
Yeah,
popular
well, yeah,
offense that
that,
translated over. So put her on there
that
because I like
argument is
watching her.
about entitlement. The argument is the entitlement.
But that
Like she
what
should automatically be on the team because she is who she is.
that's what the argument was from the fans, not from her. The
Right.
fans. She didn't say again. We're not saying that she said this. This is what the uproar was that she wasn't on the Liberty team because of her fans, not necessarily league fans, but her fans.
Yeah. credential wise, she doesn't deserve to be on the team in
No,
terms of like the way she's playing right now. Like, I mean, mediocre shooting percentage, mediocre from three. She turns the ball over a lot. She's just not ready from that level of play in the W right now.
she isn't ready for bully ball. She isn't ready for the actual ball play they play. They
Not
play.
to
They
not to
play a
say
lot,
not to say that she won't get better, but just right now she's not on that level. But clearly
but
on
she
the
don't have. But she
next
don't have
round,
the
I think
cushion.
things could be on
The
the
thing
same level.
is, she don't have the cushion that she had in college because they don't play as rough there. They don't have as much leeway as players there.
Yeah.
So it's a tough league.
These are grown
They,
women.
yeah, they,
They're making damn near pennies on the dollars. It's not like the NBA. Like they're making like 70 K a year.
and it's not like when she was a college where she was earning. She had like a little Gatorade card or whatever, making whatever she was making. Maybe maybe a million or so, whatever. I don't know how much she making, but let's say she making a million from the endorsements or whatever, a million and a half or whatever, and that's more than a lot of these women's salaries.
Yeah. I was yeah. I mean a lot.
And they gonna say, what this little bitch doing? They she'll come here and take my spot. They she gonna get
Yeah.
all this shit. It's like, no, you gonna see ball, I'm a ball up. You don't wanna watch somebody ball, I'm a ball up.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying that derogatory, but I'm saying, but this is the mindset these women have. Like, look, you coming in here with all this bullshit. I didn't have this shit. I didn't have no endorsements. I didn't have all this shit. I was the number one pick. I didn't have
Yeah.
none of this shit.
The
You
narrative
think
that's
you'll
being
come in here and
painted
get
is
oh
that we
no.
got this white girl savior is bringing like, oh, she's attracting so much visibility to the WNBA, which, to her credit she is, but at the same time that we have a lot of wonderful up and coming women in terms of, we talk about Angel Reese, talk about Cameron Brink, to a lesser degree, and we talk about Juju and
All right,
the girl from Connecticut,
we got to set this
Lady,
dirty straight. Caitlin Clark is not the only one bringing views to the league. She was the
right.
number one draft pick. She has a larger audience, cool. But it's like 4 or 5 rookies that really put the league on the map, including Angel Reese. Like
Right.
Caitlin Clark is just the most popular one because she had a rivalry and all that, and of course she's a young white woman. And the majority of the country is white, so of course the looks are going to go to her. But a lot of people that watch sports don't really care. The thing that made it exciting was a rivalry for college coming to the W.
Yeah.
Before last season, the women's sports is cool. I watch women's college basketball. You watch women's
Yeah.
basketball. A
I'm a
lot of people
Maryland
that watch
fan.
sport. A lot of people that
Maryland
watch
fan.
sports watch women's basketball because it's a fun game. Women's college basketball because it's a fun game. But the WNBA was boring. I'm not gonna lie. The WNBA, I watch it. I actually like the sport of basketball, but the WNBA was boring as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's rivalry, but it's not as exciting as college. It's not amped up. The storyline isn't as good. But there are rivalries. There's deep seated rivalries in the WNBA. The WNBA is 20 years old, 20 plus years old. Like the
Yeah.
league is almost old enough to drink.
Yeah. And
Like
it's
it's
just
good, but the storylines don't match up to the excitement you get in college basketball. The players there, because most of the players are number one, a top 5 draft picks. Like they were the best of whatever year they came out of. And the ones that did go to the W went overseas because they paid more money over there. That's the only reason they're not in the WNBA. But the league is fun. Now it's more exciting now because you have the college rivalries coming to the league. You have more bubbly personalities that actually people get excited to actually watch the league. But we still need they still need more people to watch. There's nowhere near the fan base as the NBA or college teams or some high school teams to be for real for real. Some high school teams for boys basketball has a bigger following than the WNBA does. That's sad to say. Like Sierra Canyon, St. Vincent St. Mary's, some of these Catholic schools, like they have bigger followers than the WNBA. And these are high school boys teams. Like what's the
yeah.
team that the Ball Brothers played for?
Chino Hills.
Yeah, Cheeto Hill, they have a huge following. The team Mikey Wiggins played for has a huge following. Like these have huge followings either on par or bigger than the WNBA. But it's sad to say that high
Even with
school
Bronny with Sierra
it's yeah
Kane.
Canyon. But these high school boys teams have as large or larger audiences than the WNBA, which is sad because these are professional players. They can't go to audience that
Yeah, I mean,
these.
it's I mean,
But
there's a new era, new time
yeah,
with social media and the
hopefully,
popularity.
hopefully more of these women start dunking because they have the height. They can dunk. You're 6'4", 6'5", you should be able to dunk.
I don't think I mean some can, but I don't think that's
Bro,
even the
you're
draw. I
you're
think
6'5". Why the fuck can't you dunk?
well they're not athletic. You can be 6'1", but you can't jump. Then I mean it is what it is.
How the
But
fuck?
I,
That, that
but I
that's
mean
that's true. That's I can't lie. That is true. That
But I
is true.
mean,
That is true.
I don't think that dunking is necessarily needed for the visibility. To me, I think
I'm
it's
not saying it's needed for visibility. I'm saying it will add more
seeing
excitement to the game
the women
because
being
you.
more competitive as far as basketball. That's what's gonna make the huge separation. Like seeing like Juju score 20 plus points a game, Caitlin Clark scoring 30 plus points a game is gonna make everybody visible. Or seeing Asia Reese score 20 and 10, like oh wow, they out here really balling. It's not just like it's like a low scoring game and ain't too much really happening. But no, you have women out there that's creating their own
Oh
brands,
no,
and
it's
now
real.
and
It's
now
real
and
hoopers
now
out there.
and now we get to see the matchups. Like, oh, she tight. Let's see how well she does do against her and her squad.
Or
So
everybody in the league can hoop. I'm not saying they can't hoop. I'm saying they need to bring more excitement to the game. Like you see how excited it is. We've seen what 10 dunks in the last 5 6 years. You see how exciting it was when it like you see the clips everywhere when that happens. I'm not saying they need to do it
yeah,
all the
I
time,
mean,
but that it's so rare. Like, you had to tell to do it why it's so rare in the league. That's the thing. Like you can do it. You have the chances to do it, but it's so rare that it happens.
it is rare. I mean, but to me, it's like I'm not really too enthused about that. Like that's, I mean, we get that
I'm
with
not
the
saying it has to
NBA.
happen all. I'm not saying it has to happen all the
I
time,
like
but you see how
the
exciting it is to
actual
the game.
competition where we see Shorty from the Chicago Sky getting to Caitlin Clark's face and see some of that chippiness and see the actual ball movement within the flow of the game and seeing them actually play basketball. I think that's going to be the draw along with the big names that they that that they get from some of these ladies coming from college and to now making their names as being rookies, and then till they go on to be veterans and dominate the league.
But the competitiveness would add more to it. I think they have a problem with the storylines. They don't have any actual rivalries other than what we came to college. Like any
Yeah, you got
serious
Angel Reese
any
and Caitlin Clark.
no, I'm talking about any
I'm tuning into that.
serious no serious rivalries other than that are actual compelling stories to move the league along.
But I mean, that's going to help with the marketing is to
It will. I'm
pit
saying
some of these women together.
they need more rivalries like that. They need more team rivalries. You know how we have the Lakers and the Celtics. Those are always
Ah,
team rivalries. Those are
they
actual rivalries that actually happen. Like we need more actual excitement in it.
I mean, not necessarily teams. I mean, I think team rivalries kind of div even from the men's sports to a lesser degree. It's more or less we're honing in to people and their personalities, and we could pit this girl against another girl. We're going to be tuned in to see the reaction. But anytime Angel Reese pushes Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark, backhands Angel Reese, you know what I'm saying? That's going to draw attention. Of course, on ESPN and Fox are going to talk about it, nonstop, and see what's the contention of the rivalry, and then they're going to talk about how well each of them have been playing, and that could be like a format for other women that's coming in the league as well.
Yeah,
As
I,
long
th-
as
I,
long,
I
as long as we're talking about the W and WNBA, I think that's the biggest deal. I think.
yeah,
And granted, it's kind of a weird space where some of the conversations nuanced in terms of like the chippiness, like WNBA's been like that for years, and nobody's been talking
I,
about it. And, you
I'm
know,
sorry. I'm sorry about. I'm sorry to interrupt real quick, but the
uh,
chippiness is nothing new, and it's actually part of the game. I'm sorry that if you're weak and you don't know that's part of the game, like it's gonna happen. Rookies always get fucked over by veterans. I'm sorry, like you're not coming from my spot. I'm not gonna do that to you. It's a welcome to the league thing. Like if you watch Gills Arena, you'll see them talking about, oh, my first game in a veteran did this and did that, or another player did this. They say welcome to the league, Rook. Like they're
yeah.
always something saying, you're coming from my spot, bro. I'm not gonna let you do it. So
Mhm.
chippiness is not something that's new. It's being paid attention to more now because they're saying, oh, they're bullying them. No, that's what happens when you come into a league. They're like, no, 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 no. Get your soft ass up. Come on and play.
Mhm. Check the
People
ball up.
they're bullying the new rookies. No, they're not. They're treating them like they're supposed to be treated. Like nigga, you come over my spot, you ain't getting it. Play ball hard to make sure you keep your spot for next year. Because you're not guaranteed the spot in the WNBA.
Oh no, 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 no. They're first.
Ain't no guaranteed spot.
Some of the picks in the top 20 get cut. Well, they
Yep,
don't even they get cut in training camp.
yep. Just because you was a top pick don't mean shit. You got to earn that spot because a veteran might
Exactly.
be there and say, "No, bitch, I ain't going no way. You ain't getting this."
Yeah.
Like, no, you
It's a
ain't
cutthroat
outplaying
league.
me. Like you don't want to pick, man. I don't know if you're gonna be getting in.
Yeah, it's a cutthroat league, but I'm excited for the W. I think
It
that
is a cut.
these uh these women are balling out, and their names and their brands
I think the
and their
last 2 years have been great for the league. I think more
oh yeah,
women are getting shoe contracts, which I think they deserve.
again, shoe deals,
Oh yeah, shoe deals go
beauty
crazy.
products, clothing brands,
Angel
and
got her shoe.
all that.
Asia Asia finally getting her goddamn shoe.
Oh yeah, yeah. She deserved it. She's the best player in the league.
What's little white shorty got that she going crazy right now? She's released her second shoe. Her shit go
Oh,
crazy in
Sabrina,
sales.
Sabrina.
There's Sabrina, them Sabrina's going crazy, nigga.
Mhm.
That's a hard shoe. Them Sabrina's going crazy in sales.
They look
Everybody
good.
buying them.
They look good.
They the retro the air swoops. They the
They look good.
retro the air got air swoops. I want them back again.
They look good,
That was hard. Those Sabrinas is good.
and see, I mean, with that stuff, it's big visibility for the women. Hopefully,
Oh, don't tell me about shit fools. Do not tell me this shit.
things keep on. Royal has
Wow. Wow. You playing with me, Zane. You
oh
fucking
wow.
playing with internet.
So apparently
What
we
the
have
fuck?
AI Royal,
Hey, hey, yo. This
and
and not playing with me right now.
guess we're in the multiverse.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? What the
Yeah.
hell tone is it? What the
And
segment
now
tone
he's
is this? What the hell? Hold on. I
Royal
got
turned to a orange man. So I don't know
yeah,
how
they didn't
this happened.
they bust me up just now. The joint they freaking kicked me out just now.
Oh man.
I don't know how it kicked me out. It kicked me out the damn stream just now because everything went crazy. And now I'm orange. I'm orange as hell.
Wow.
Uh
We were talking about the WNBA, but now I
I
guess we can transition because I don't know, somehow
oh,
Royal decided to become the AI
I,
Royal for whatever reason.
I guess I'm orange for the rest of the night. I'm not changing this shit. I guess I'm orange for the rest of the night, man. Fuck it.
Oh man.
I'm
Okay.
Chestertino right
What
now,
a way to
man.
come back. What a way to come back.
When it comes back, let's talk about that Celtics with that championship, man.
Oh man. Celtics winning the championship. Oh man. So I thought Dallas was gonna win it. I thought Kyrie, was
Thought
gonna be
Kyrie
on
was with
the
that double
10,
ring. Thought Kyrie was with that double ring.
facing his former team, and I thought he was gonna ball out, but I think the lights was a little bit too bright for him, especially in the Boston Garden. And you know, when he was home, he was balling, but when he went to, back in Boston, I think things got a little bit, hectic for him. But I mean, still commendable season for the Dallas Mavericks, and nobody had them pegged to even be in the championship. We said in the beginning
Hell
of the
no.
season, but
Hell
you
no.
know, yeah, I give credit to Boston. They had the best starting five, best, probably the best six rotational pieces in the league. Granted, it was kind of a cakewalk because it seemed like everybody all the teams in the East were hurt, but outside of that,
You can't count
they
against them. Ain't their fault. That was hurt.
that's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go out there and, do what they gotta do. And Boston, they look like a solid team. It seemed like no team was going to be able to beat them, outside of maybe like a few teams, like maybe Denver. Denver didn't have to face Timberwolves early in the playoffs, but Boston, give credit to Boston. The Tatum and Brown duo has meshed well, and they finally got it done. So no more talks of them one needing to go.
Boston has been a contender for the last couple of years. They just couldn't get over the hump. We
Yeah,
saw them. We
they always
saw
been
them
on the
get stuck a
cusp.
couple of times. They were all on the cusp. They finally did it. I'm proud of them boys for actually getting it.
Probably Jason Tatum, probably Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is definitely he did his thing. He won the
Tatum Brown did their thing.
MVP.
You remember they were talking about splitting them up a couple of years ago?
Yeah, several times saying
That
they
was
come work
wild. That
together.
was wild. They talking about, oh, we
Wow.
gonna split them up. Like, no, that's a winner duo. They doing everything they supposed to do. These guys get clicking right. They finally got clicking right. They got on that hump. They got that W.
Yeah,
Congrats to the Celtics. Congrats to Boston. Even though it's one of the most racist towns, most racist northern
yeah,
towns you'll ever go to.
yeah,
And those
yeah.
people say, "Oh, that's the past." That ain't no damn past. That town was racist as shit.
Yeah, they talked about it.
It's a racist ass town.
But yeah, again, shout out to the Celtics, shout out to
Y'all
Jason
said
Tatum,
Celtics, man.
shout out to LMA. Man, Jason Tatum, shout out to Jason Tatum.
Y'all just say that.
I guess you, yeah, on time it was like winning the championship and then pretty much winning another championship on top of it. If you
Yeah,
know, you know.
yeah. All
Or
right,
do you not know?
let's tell the people. Go ahead, tell the people. Pretend I
Well,
don't know. Let's pretend I don't know.
I mean, well, there's been noticeable footage that out of the championship, Ella, we saw a glimpse of Ella May. Um, it seems like she's a little bit heavier, and Jason Tatum. Those two have been linked over, past year or so as being a thing, but they haven't like made it official like publicly. But
Oh, so
it's
he was sneaking around.
so yeah, so it seems though like Ella May's really pregnant, and the assumption is that Jason Tatum was probably the father. So congratulations, if that's the case. If not, then then I don't know what I'm talking about then. But
Yeah, apparently she do got a baby bump out there. Allegedly, she got.
we're not
We
gonna
don't
get
know
an
for
Ella
sure.
May album anytime soon.
But I seen her perform with it last year. That woman can sing, and she
Like,
fine as hell.
she finally knows what she can say.
Fine as hell, she sing. All right, let's go.
Oh,
Let's
oh,
go.
we got album.
Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of singers, speaking of singers, go get to one of them. The Blue Eye Soul Demon right here. One of the originals. Justin Timberlake
Justin Timberlake,
got that DUI boy. Got that damn buckshot. Oh my, that buckshot
DWI,
is hilarious. People talk about he off all they say
he
he
was off
off that coke.
that
People talk about
yak,
people talk about he
yak and
off
coke.
that people talk about he off that damn spice from Dune 2. Spice, he off the
I know.
spice. The spice Solange.
All I know is that his
They
drunk
said that
ass.
boy was cooked.
All I know is that his drunk ass better be in Baltimore come July 3rd, because I want to see him, and he better not be on that shit. He
They
better
showed the
be
clip.
sober
They
and,
showed a
and
clip
doing
of
his thing.
his performance. His eye was glassy as fuck. I'm like, boy, you high as hell right now, boy. You high. I mean, his eyes was wide. He was high as fuck.
Look, he better show up to this concert because I paid good money to see him. So, but yeah,
That was
but I
hilarious to
mean,
see. That was hilarious to see.
Justin knows that he can't be out there doing that. He know that.
Hey, man, he did it.
Like,
He did it.
there's no reason for you not. I mean, you got enough money to get a driver or call
Hey,
Uber
man,
if
he
one
wanted,
wants to do
he
nothing.
wanted to
You
drive. I
can't
want to drive
be
drunk.
out here in the streets risking your life and other people's life, risking your whole career for nothing. Like that's stupid. He I mean he knows better. Thank God that it wasn't a situation where he hit somebody or
Thankfully, nobody was
got
hurt.
hit because he was too intoxicated or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Drunk drive is a terrible thing. Don't do it. Catch it Uber, catch it left.
yeah,
Call a friend. Don't drive drunk.
yeah, don't do that. Yeah, man. So but his mugshot was funny.
Yeah, my shot was hilarious.
That was hilarious,
Speaking
man.
of major things, let's go with Ticketmaster, which is part of Live Nation, which is a venue
Oh
that
my God.
people get
Oh yeah,
tickets
let's talk
from.
about this.
They had a data breach not too long ago, and there's a class action lawsuit against them. Well, there's technically two. One for the data breach that's started in Pennsylvania, and another one for price gouging and having a ticket holder
Fees.
monopoly. Now the data
Fucking fees,
breach, yeah,
man.
the data breach is. Let me see. Hold on, let me go back and see. Let me get this right. The data breach had affected. Oh, it
Man, the
had been
fees.
May. It had been May data breach, and it is a $560 million class action lawsuit that has get away people's names, addresses, and other information. Of course, Live Nation and Ticketmaster are essentially the same entities, different companies but the same entity. Because there's Ticketmaster handles the tickets, Live Nation handles the actual venues. They're all and they the same entity. It technically can't be because they don't want to be an outlet, but they're essentially the same company.
Yeah, man. But the fees,
It,
Ticketmaster is fucking crazy, man.
the fees are that's a secondary lawsuit that they had, claimant lawsuit they had
Well,
about the fees and the
they
price
need to
gouging.
they need to move that one to number one and first figure that shit out first because because after that's the ticket prices what you think you should be able to pay, and then when you go to that next phase, nah, this is some extra random shit of fees, it's like it's extra $100 worth in fees of like what
All right, okay. I do
it
this
it
situation
it
right.
doesn't it doesn't
I
equate.
went to go buy Janet Jackson tickets, right? The tickets were 150.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? It's two forty
I go
one.
to the fees, it's 230 something with fees.
Like that doesn't make sense.
I
That don't
paid
even
damn near
make
$100
sense.
something dollars in fees for $150 ticket. Like it's ridiculous.
So the price really ain't the price.
You gotta pay the service fee, the ticket fee, something else. Something. Like, why am I paying a service fee for getting a damn ticket? You don't I don't get a physical ticket. I
Yeah,
have to
I'm
go
not
show
getting a
my.
federal
They don't
ticket.
even give you physical. Well, you have to use your
Yeah.
phone to show the shit. You can't print the ticket and no, use your phone.
What type of service I'm getting? Once I get in the motherfucker, then you know what I mean that's when I go to the concession stand or want to buy something that you know what I'm saying. What type of service are you providing me other than just giving me access to coming to the venue and seeing the
You gotta pay
performance?
pay the
What's
venue
the extra
fee.
service?
The service is
It
you
doesn't
buy
make
this ticket
sense.
from me. The service you buy the ticket from us. That's a service. That's a service. You buy the ticket
It's
from us.
ridiculous. That doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to them
And
because you're gonna pay that fee. They the only game in town.
yeah, but I mean, like you talking about artists and uh touring, hearing that depending on their cycle in terms of when they want to release music and albums, yeah, if you want to go see them, like you know, this is like a rare occasion where hey, I'm gonna go see this person,
Mm.
and I suggest I'm gonna pay the what I fear is fair price for the ticket, but it's not a fair price if once I get to the final stages of actually having to purchase it, having it be at least 20, 35, 40% more on the value than what was previously advertised is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. it is what it is, but you can't do nothing about it. Hopefully they get this shit straight because of
Yeah.
this whole fee lawsuit we had because of the Taylor Swift shit. Because if you remember last year, people were trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets, they couldn't buy tickets, and I'm back to being regular me now. It fixes something. I'm not with them. I don't know what the
So
fuck
Roy,
happened.
I
But
don't
I'm
know.
back
Is this
to
the
being
AI Roy or is this the real Roy?
I'm back to being my regular color again. I ain't always no more. But no, like I'm saying, the Taylor people trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets, and they would crash the site and not want to pay, crash the site to buy the tickets.
Mhm.
And when they actually could, they were paying over, like I said, they were paying extra $100 for fees and shit on top of the tickets.
Mhm.
So if you buy a $1,000 ticket, you might pay like $200-300 actually more for fees and shit for it. So a $1,000 ticket is 1,300.
Yeah,
And
man.
people
It's
started a
terrible.
lawsuit, which is terrible because you shouldn't have to pay that shit. I say you gotta pay taxes on things, but I shouldn't have to pay that much extra for a damn ticket.
Nah, it's ridiculous. And it is also a deterrent for people who really want to go and see the performers or whoever
Unless you buy nosebleeds,
they,
that's the only way
go
you're gonna
see.
do it.
And it's terrible because uh some of it's not even like live stream like on Amazon Prime or Twitch or anything like that. So you just hoping to see a clip or get a glimpse on like YouTube.
Most of the time, the only reasonable ticket within a reasonable budget are nosebleed seats.
Yeah, but
That's the
they,
truth. The only reasonable price ticket will be nosebleed seats. Most of the time for these shows. I want to go see Megan Thee Stallion when she had a tour here. I paid like they lowered the fees for that. They lowered the fees for that because I want to see. I paid like 120 for 4 seats,
Mhm.
but I want to see Janet Jackson last year. And I paid like 180 with fees, where it was a 130 ticket. But I
Okay.
paid $20 more this year, so they are lowering the fees. They need to get them a check more.
Yeah,
They
they
need to get
gotta
them a check
figure
more.
that part out.
But it is what it is. It is what it
Is what it is.
Let's talk about holiday that national holiday, federal holiday that recently passed, Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
For those of you that don't know, Juneteenth is a national holiday, well, federal holiday. There, it is celebrating the end of slavery in all of America. Most of you will say, "Oh, didn't slavery end with the Emancipation Proclamation?" No, there were some asshole slave owners that were in Texas, Louisiana, and also Mississippi that didn't want to end slavery when the Emancipation Proclamation ended. They took 2 extra years to actually end slavery until someone got in there and said, hey, slavery ended 2 years ago. So they got from 1863 to 1865, they got all that 2 years of extra slave labor
Yeah.
until an official person from the federal government came in and said, hey, slavery ended 2 years ago. And they had to free the slaves.
And
And then
it eventually ended
it's
when the 13th Amendment was established. But yeah.
that's what technically was supposed to end, but it didn't. We know it didn't.
Yeah, we know we do.
So Juneteenth is that day. And they celebrated by lots of African Americans. And when I say that, I mean people that were descended from the slaves that worked in this country, worked on the plantations in this country. A lot of us, people, Black Americans here, are descended from slaves. A lot of us aren't. There are a lot of immigrants from different countries that had nothing to do with American slavery. They could be from the Caribbean, Africa, South America, different places. But we also celebrate Juneteenth, even though it was a freed of American slaves.
Yeah, and
Most people
and
see it as a federal holiday now, but that's the original meaning of it.
yeah, it's very important because that was just a moment in history where things shifted for a whole culture of people who set the foundation for the way we live today with working hard to harvest to what we now know as the US of A. And it's unfortunate that we only just get the national get Juneteenth known as the national holiday when indeed we should be receiving more to that in terms of like reparations for you know uh the
That's
hard work, that the free labor that our ancestors had or service here in this country for 400 plus years. It's
That's a whole different
that's a whole
subject.
whole separate
We ain't gonna get into.
yeah.
We can dive into that. But
But
that's a whole podcast goes on. That's a whole podcast goes on.
but we can you well we have well that day has passed, but we use that day to celebrate us in terms of acknowledging our culture, in terms of how we value ourselves, knowing that we're not enslaved, knowing that we are humans, and the fact that we know that in terms of African Americans have set the foundation for the way that we live, and we get to celebrate us as people. So I think that it is important to know that we got through, that we were able to get through that hardship, and to move forward from that nasty period of time.
Yeah, I use Juneteenth to actually remember the sacrifices my ancestors made and thank them for actually persevering during that horrible time, surviving and making it through the best they could with a system that was severely unjust, even though this system is unjust now, but ultra unjust back then. Like I couldn't imagine like living back then and having to suffer the way they did. It's truly horrific to think about the things that were done to them, and they were in daily fear of. But again, I use Juneteenth as a remembrance of that period being over, and actually our people actually survived it,
Hmm.
striving and being coming through stronger.
Yeah, I'm proud of our people, and how far we done come in terms of making inventions, and even leading in entertainment, and now business, and sports. And we've come a long way, and we still have so much far to go in terms of getting true equality and justice within this nation. But that foundation has been started, and just takes a collective effort, not only just from people in the Black community, but the powers that may be,
Yeah.
maybe hopefully one day we get to change the heart and understand our plight. But till then, you
Uh,
gotta take the good with the bad, what my dad always say.
there's a very nuanced conversation that we're not going to have right now, but we need to talk about with there are different black communities within the black community.
There's different fights
That
within the Black
yeah,
community.
like I said, there's different black communities within the black community. We're all black. We're not all saying there's a conversation we're gonna have at a different time
Mm,
or a different podcast. And if you know, you know, it's something we're gonna have to we're gonna speak about eventually.
yeah.
But yeah,
Let's talk about the event that happened on YouTube.
let's talk about this major reset that we had as a culture, as a feel good moment. It was exactly what I needed. This major concert that happened on Juneteenth. For those of you that don't know, there was a pop out with Ken and friends concert in LA or in Inglewood, California, on Juneteenth with Kendrick Lamar and friends. It was streamed on Amazon Prime and Twitch on the Amazon Music
She
page.
got pop out show niggas.
It was a sold out concert. Uh, for those of you that were out of state, Kendrick Lamar said it was a California only concert, so people that brought tickets that were from out of state got their tickets refunded, and let people in California buy the tickets. So don't say you a jet, don't say you a none of this. You got your money back. You just wanted it to be a California only thing. It was an amazing concert. There were a lot of groups during the concert that I knew, a couple people that I didn't know. But I like West Coast music, so most of the people I knew. There were a couple of people that I didn't know. I knew their song, but I didn't know who the fuck they were. Uh, it was it was entertaining. Roddy Ricch did his thing. We're crazy. It was good seeing Tyler Creator. I did not expect to see Steve Lacy. I didn't know he was a West Coast guy, but probably Steve Lacy is from the
Yeah,
West
I didn't
Coast.
know either.
Didn't know that. It was great seeing Black Hippie reunited again on stage. Shout out to Absol. It was amazing seeing J Rock and Schoolboy Q on there. They did their things. It was great seeing J Rock again because you know everything that happened with him in the motorcycle accident, so he wasn't around for a little bit. Kendrick was fucking amazing on stage. I was surprised we didn't see Baby King. I was surprised Baby King didn't pop out. It was
I'm
great.
surprised too.
It was great. It was great having E40 as a narrator of the concert of the West Coast Legends. For those of you that don't know, he had Tommy the Clown perform. For those of you who do not know, Tommy the Clown is an originator of clowning and crumping in the Los Angeles community. There's a documentary on the rise of his crumping movement of clowning in the crumping movement called Rise. You can find it online. It's a very good documentary, but people online say, "Who is this clown? Who's the clown?" If you don't know West Coast culture and history, you would think, "Who the hell is a clown?" But if you paid attention and you know, Tommy the Clown was a legend in California. He had the clown posse up there doing
Yeah,
their
Russ.
thing.
Yeah, Russ up there.
We're
What's
gonna get to that. We'll get to that in a second. We're gonna get to that in a second, bro. I ain't got there yet.
Yeah, man.
Kendrick did a very solid set. He did Money Trees, DNA, a whole lot of other songs. He started off with Euphoria, which was a great start off. He changed a couple of lines, said he
A little
gave
spicy.
he had changed a couple of lines, said he gave Tupac remake. I might give you a little respect for Drake. He skipped dissing Detective Mix in one of the lines. He skipped Detective Mix in one of the lines. Even though we all know academics is compromised, he's been compromised multiple times. We know this already.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the bullshit he said, but he's compromised. He's watching, doing some bullshit, whatever. And he did at the end, he had Dr. Dre come out for like 2, 3 songs. And then before Dre left the stage, Dre said, I see dead people kicked off a cacophony of They Not Like Us. Kendrick performed the song 5, 6 times. Each time was fucking amazing. The camera and the camera work that was awesome. The first time was great. The A minor was going crazy in that bitch. The wah was going hard. Everyone was saying that.
Wow. Wow.
The performance was great. Kid said, "Bring that shit back." The second time had the clowns up there. Third time run back again had more people up there. Fourth time had Russell Westbrook over there. Fifth time took the damn picture with the whole group, which is a great picture with everybody on stage, the group picture. There's up there blood walking, crip walking, Hoover stomping to the song Manji. There were Bloods and Crips performing early on in the performance. Of course, Schoolboy Q is a Crip. J Rock is a Blood. Kendrick is a Blood affiliated because he grew in the Blood neighborhood. As far as we know, he's actually a Blood. He's very tied in with the Blood. He's Blood affiliated. YG is a Blood. Like remember was a Crip. Like a lot of people were gang banged out there. Everybody was getting along together. This blood walking, Crip walking, Hoover stomping until they not like us, which is great to see. Russell Westbrook was up there. DeMar DeRozan was up there. Russ was about to bang that Crip walk out. He started grooving. He started grooving. He was
LeBron
grooving
was
like he
in
was
the
going to.
crowd. James Harden
The,
was in the crowd.
James Harden was in the crowd.
Rick Ross was out there.
Ross was up there. The Weekend was out there also. We know Bronny want to go on stage with DeMar and Russell, but Savannah said, "No, nigga, you ain't from out here. Sit your ass down in the
Yeah.
crowd. You ain't part of this, brother. I didn't want to go up there and be with your friends, but you from Ohio, brother. This ain't your thing. You ain't going up there with your friends. What is the smart thing to do? Keep that nigga up there where he at. We all know DeMar DeRozan Crippin. We all know he throwing up the big C's. He big Crippin for real. We all know this. Ain't no secret.
Yeah. I mean,
We know Russ is affiliated. We don't know how, but we know Russ is affiliated. He's out there, so he tied in. We know he tied in.
let's keep it a bug roll. This was all possible because of Drake, right?
This ain't got nothing to do with Drake. It's about West Coast unity and showing power to the black people, man. And
That
gang
sounds
unity,
good.
nigga.
Yeah, that sounds good. But can we can
Kendrick
we
literally said
acknowledge
Kendrick
can
literally
we
said this ain't about Drake. It's
can
about
we
West Coast unity.
acknowledge that this is about Drake? This whole scenario was conjured up because of Drake, right?
If it was Drake's funeral. It was a beautiful home. They stomped that nigga out on They Like Us. It was fucking hilarious. I think it's 12 feet deep. Them niggas crip walking on his grave. It was fucking funny as shit. And Drake responded like everybody saying he's gonna respond with a nonchalant bandy pose, which he did post up, which is hilarious. And it was like, why Drake post this stuff? And as soon as nigga said that shit, he posted a goddamn picture. I was wrong. I'm like, no, he not. I'm like, no, he ain't that cliche. He is not that damn cliche. And yes, the fuck he is.
You know, I will give it to you that this definitely was a big moment for the West Coast in terms of like saying unity.
And again,
And
Drake's career is not over, but that's not what we're saying.
I was definitely not over.
Drake's career is not over. We're just saying that
It's
this is the battle that he lost. He lost horribly.
well,
And
I wouldn't say
that's what we're
horrible.
saying.
That's a bit much. Horrible was a bit much.
No, he lost
If not,
horribly,
if not like if not like us,
but his career is not over.
does not come out, I'll be feeling the way that we do in terms of having if thinking that Kendrick has won the battle, the diss battle.
If they
If
are
not like
they
us
are
does not come
they
out, dude, is this a definitive win for k.dot?
without Not Like Us, this is still dependent win. Not Like Us is a cherry on top. Not Like Us
You think that's the
is
cherry on top?
Not Like Us is a cherry on top. Before that, it's a win. It's a W. It's
No.
not. It's no, it's not. Not Like Us made a big W. Before
Not
that,
like
it's a
us
small
makes it the
W. Not Like
W.
Us Not Like Us makes it a big W.
Not like
Before
us
that, it's a
makes it
small
the
W.
W because it's an anthem that can be played for the rest of the year. And not only that, there are direct shots at Drake that are witty. The by the way, I'm a Drake fan,
No, no,
but
no, no, no. Let's get it right.
it's
No, I'm a Drake fan. You're a Drake stan. Let's get that straight. I'm
no,
a
not
fan.
fan,
You're a stan, sir.
no fan,
No, you're a stan. Let's get it right.
not fan, fan.
Yes, you are.
Drake,
Yes, you're a Nicki
no.
stan. You're a Drake
A
stan.
stand, a
Let's get it right,
stand,
sir.
a stand would say that. Oh no, k.dot definitely lost this one. No, no, I can
That's what a
admit
lot of y'all
that
say.
I can admit that Kendrick won the battle. Well, he won the war, probably not. Um, but that song, "Not Like Us," was very poignant, and it changed the whole shape of that beef in terms of having Drake, especially when he came out with the Hard Six and him kind of backtracking with his bravado in terms of where the beef has landed, you know.
I'll
So
just say this: the Heart Part Six was a mistake on Drake's part. Not on beat selection, not on title, because the title was good because it's a play on Katy Perry.
it was poor in
It
terms of timing. He
it,
should
it
have
was it was poor in terms of
he should have waited to respond.
it was poor in terms of the actual subject matter and how he actually finished the record off.
No, I think that he shouldn't have responded so soon. I think he should have just waited for Not Like Us to keep on playing and understand how much that was drawing attention, right? And then really take time and then give his reply instead he was very reactionary to saying like yeah to having defend himself, so it put him at a loser standpoint instead of
Okay,
waiting to
I,
give his comeback.
I understand the tactic of using the Heart Part Six because the beat selection was great, the title was great but you didn't cover the subject matter that the Heart series actually goes. The Heart series because of all actually touches on a lot of deep subjects and deep views within the hip hop community. Drake Drake took the title, which Kendrick did with 616 in LA, and Kendrick flipped that shit. Drake didn't do what he was supposed to do on that. Drake
He
picked the
he
Drake.
went into defense mode.
Yeah, if he was actually a student of the game, which he should be as a rapper, but we know he's an entertainer. If he was
Right.
actually a student, if he was actually a student of the game, which he, it's nothing wrong with not being a student of the game because he's not. He's not an MC. He's a rapper and entertainer. I'll say that he's a
He's
rapper
an
and entertainer.
MC.
He's not an MC.
He's an MC.
He's a rapper and entertainer, like I said.
5 a.m. in Toronto.
That isn't a student of the game.
7 a.m. in Bridle Path.
Okay, I'm not saying he's not a good songwriter. I'm not saying he can't perform music. That's not what I said.
He's an
He's
MC.
not an MC.
And he's the best artist out here.
He's the best entertainer out here.
Artist.
Entertainer.
Artist, entertainer, artist. Entertainer.
Agree, disagree. Agree, disagree right there.
Fair enough.
We'll agree, disagree.
Kendrick won the battle, that's for sure. And not
because Taylor Swift is the biggest artist out here.
We're not
that's why I'm
talking
saying
about
entertainer. That's why I'm saying entertainer.
We're talking about in the vein
entertains.
of rap / hip hop. We're talking about in that vein. We're not Taylor Swift, that's a whole different stratosphere.
We're talking artists. That's why I say entertainer, because he's actually an entertainer. He does multiple things.
You know what we're talking about, though. You know what we're talking about.
Okay. Within this space, he's the biggest entertainer / always out there. Let's say that.
Yeah. So I mean, but table that for a second. But I wanted to get back to the actual moment of the festival. Great performance by k.dot, bringing unity within the West Coast, bringing the Crips and Bloods and the Hoovers, coming together, and they actually had a Nipsey tribute as well, because I think that's the linchpin to bringing that community together. Between like some of the greats with Nip and Pac, and many others that's made the West Coast integral part.
Yeah.
And that was great for k.dot to do. But I will say though, this is all sponsored by the boy. So
no, it's sponsored by Dre Sneak, Jan Juice drink out there now. You saw commercials out there. Let's talk about one West Coast legend that was not there that should have been.
The Game.
And we know why he wasn't there. The Game. The Game switched sides. The Game inserted himself into this beef. It chose the wrong side to jump over.
Nah, to me, the Game is a real nigga, and to in my estimation,
the Game inserted himself into some shit that had nothing to do with him. And when he did, he chose the wrong sides.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. Let's think about it like this, right? I understand you're friends with Drake. Drake is your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You done stuff with Drake. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the history you had with Kendrick. You have songs with Kendrick. You have stuff you done with Kendrick. You helped pass the torch to Kendrick. Kendrick was getting hot.
You talking about Drake to Kendrick, or are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the Game. Why the fuck when I talk about Drake? I'm talking about.
Well, I'm kind of confused. I don't know.
I'm talking about the Game.
The game passed the torch to Kendrick.
Yes, if you know history, you know it was the Game, Snoop, I think Dre, and a couple, and I think Cube. I want to say Cube.
I want to say the Game passed.
A couple other. No, there's a clip online where he literally said, "When passing the torch to you, you're next on the West Coast. You're up next, my nigga." Right after he got signed.
I think he snapped him, right? But go ahead.
Again, there's a clip online where they say you're the next your next West Coast. We're passing the torch to you. This was like the early 2010, I want to say. Earlier in Kendrick's career. Again, with that, of course, Game West Coast legend. He's been in the game long enough to be called the West Coast legend, man.
So pretty much you feel like Game switch sides on LA by trying to remain loyal with Drake. That's like
I think Game tried to make a power move to insert himself at the wrong time.
I think the Game is just a rogue type of person that he does
I think the Game should have
what he
set
want to
this.
do.
If it was out to be, Game would have set this out. If you want to be neutral because Drake can have his own beefs. If you want to keep it kosher, he should have stayed over there, not saying nothing, obey the post, but not jumping into beef saying, hey, this is all. If you want to say something, you can say, hey, this is good for the game. When I say the game, I mean the rap game. This is good. This is good for the rap game to have two top rappers to be competitive. And actually going at it and seeing who go above ball lurk, whatever it is. Say, let's take game, whatever it is. And the game would have an opinion on it. But jumping in it into a beef that had nothing to do with him. And we saw Rick Ross said, I'm gonna get my little jabs in, I'll make jokey jokes or whatever, and I'm hopping out. That's all that was. It was a smart thing to do. Because
Well,
Rick Ross was serious about it. He said, okay, I have a beef with you. You beef with Kendrick. I'm gonna get my streams up right now. This is gonna be hilarious, which it was. It wasn't serious. It wasn't a threat. It was just some. I'm gonna rap some raps, say some funny shit, and get up out of here.
I've got a feeling that there's going to be more to this brewing in the next few months. And I feel like either, well, Kendrick's going to release an album this
Oh
year.
no, we know Kendrick dropping the album this year. He's gonna drop the album for the next year.
However, but I do feel like there will be shots coming K.dot's way.
I want to see what's going to happen when Drake actually releases. I'm not talking about wild Lala bullshit that everybody thought was AI. I'm talking about actual music. Like after he done with his vacation, after he did regroup, after he did everything else, because you know his on vacation, like he said, he's hanging out, chilling, not in the studio, which is cool. I think you deserve a vacation after doing all these tours, recording all these damn albums every year, doing all the shit you gotta do to maintain what you gotta maintain. Cool. You're hot on, you doing whatever you're doing, cool. Take your break. You deserve it. I know you're not gonna take a year. You're gonna take maybe 2-3 months of vacation, the rest of whatever we're gonna do. And we might see a pop up by the end of the year with a mixtape. I say Drake drops a mixtape by the end of the year.
There's music on the way. Right.
And I want to see what he actually releases. And again, not that wide Delilah bullshit. I'm talking about actual music. I want to see where he goes from here. Does he bring back London Drake? Does he bring back Caribbean Drake? Does he bring back fucking Houston Drake? Does he bring back Canadian Drake? Do you bring back new Japanese Drake? Who is he gonna be? What's he gonna do? We don't know.
If Drake releases something prior to 4th of July,
or we see country western Drake. Because he couldn't do it.
And it sticks to being more of a massive song than Night Like Us, he could steal the thunder right out of, Kendrick Storm right now.
It could happen. I'm not saying it can't. I don't see it happen, but it could happen. Now, if it's an R&B joint, he damn sure went to chart something crazy. If you got some R&B, it's gonna go crazy. Now, I don't see him going that way, but that would go crazy. If you drop some R&B shit, it's gonna go crazy.
I feel like it's gonna be on. Well, it might have some R&B tones, I feel like it's gonna be on some rapping shit.
Will he do some EDM shit? But I don't think he's not gonna do no rapping shit.
It might be.
He might do that. What was it? What was that experimental shit he did with the dance music?
Dancehall.
No, not dancehall. The dance music. What you call that shit? The album he dropped like 2 albums ago.
Yeah, the dancehall. That's dancehall.
That's not dancehall. Is Caribbean. That wasn't dancehall.
Oh, not dancehall. No.
Dancehall's Caribbean shit, nigga. You
not
know
dancehall.
It was like house. It was like house music or something.
Not necessarily.
It was not necessarily
club music.
It was. Let's say club.
Like Baltimore club.
Let's say it's club music. Let's say it's club.
Yeah.
Music for the clubs.
Yeah,
Now, when we come back with something like that,
he not. He not.
why not?
He's not. I think that was just a moment in time.
That was some experimental shit.
Yeah, that was random. Like they want me to produce another album. Let me do some light shit. I ain't ever thinking about.
I want to see who we go to next. I want to see if we gonna have a soca album. Maybe have a Spanish album. I don't know. We don't know where Drake gonna go. We
Tune
have
in.
no idea where Drake's gonna go. Drake is multifaceted. The man can do damn anything apparently.
Tune in. Yeah,
Maybe it's a record. Maybe it's a reggaeton
well,
album. We don't know.
we'll keep track of this beef. I'm pretty sure that we'll get some news soon. Probably on the way.
I I think the beef tracks are over, but I don't think the actual beef. I don't
Is
think
the
the beef is
beef
done.
the actual beef is not over, but
That's what the
I think
beef tracks are
the
done. The beef tracks
dissing
are done as far
back
as we
and
know.
forth,
That's
the back
done.
and forth. Will there be subs? Will there be direct shots? Yes, but will it be like what we had in that
So
time?
subs on whose part? Because you know Kendrick ain't
Either
gonna
or.
sub. Kendrick gonna do direct shots to that nigga.
No, he still do subs and he'll still do direct shots.
He could do subs. I don't think he's gonna do subs, but I think he could do subs. But that is out over. Why the hell would you do subs? Why wouldn't we just do direct shots so everybody knows what's going on?
Well, subs can just be just to be petty.
You right. You are right. You are right. You're right. I give you that. You're right. Subs could be petty. I want to see where Drake's mindset is at after this because he's still the top artist in the world. This is the second rap battle he's lost. Well, technically third with the Carver shit. The third rap battle was actually lost.
He didn't lose comment, but okay.
He lost the fucking Carver, nigga.
Okay. He didn't. Okay.
He didn't win the spot.
It's common.
Carver is a fucking legend.
He is a legend.
An actual MC.
But Common to Drake.
I'm not talking popularity, nigga. I'm talking actual bars. Drake ain't win it. Drake did not win that, nigga.
Okay.
Now, if we talk about popularity, yes, Drake won that. Talking about bars, no, he didn't win that.
All right.
The,
Moving on.
The Joe Button shit was hilarious because he killed Joe with memes. He didn't actually respond to Joe. He just memed the fuck out of him. All that shit. He didn't take it
I
serious.
mean, it was Joe. But Joe, I mean, he gave him that work, but I mean,
Joe barred the fuck up, gave him a bar, like I'm treating you like a regular rapper, and went bar. Drake said, I ain't doing all that bullshit. I'm gonna baby you up, nigga. That's literally what he said. He said, I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. I ain't got the bars for that. I'm gonna go baby your ass up and flame you online. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Now Drake won a meme war with that. Drake won the meme war with that. He never technically responded, but he won the meme war online with that shit. I'm not gonna lie. As far as doing the actual
Very
record,
cunning.
no, Drake lost that, but as the meme war, yes, he won that shit, yes. Most people gonna say he won because of the meme war, but we talk about actual records, Drake didn't actually release nothing, so Joe technically won it, but people say he won the meme war.
Very cunning.
People not gonna count that, so they gonna say Joe lost that, whatever it is, whatever. I said this is the third rap battle he's lost.
But we still gotta commend Drake for stepping in the ring, regardless, and you know.
As he should. If you want to say yourself one of the best, you want to hop out there and say, I'm about this, I'm actually in the game, and this is what I did. You're supposed to take all challenges and step right up to the occasion. Now, if he had ducked away and he had hid, I would say, you're a coward.
But however, I will say,
But I respect him for staying true to the game in that aspect and actually stepping up and being responsible for the things he said and actually doing what he's supposed to do in the bed.
however, I will say that k.dot, we can't really, to me, my estimation, you can't crown somebody who's not musically in tune year in, year out. He we can't say he runs rap or runs hip hop if every time he drops there's a 4 to 5 year hiatus from the coming
It's
return.
not a 4 to 5 year hiatus. It's a 2 year hiatus at most. From the longest the longest he had was between the Black Panther soundtrack and Mr. Rail, which is like 4 years. That's the longest. Every other time he dropped, it's been
5 years.
2 years,
That's
2
long. That's a
years.
long ass time. You know how much music Drake done dropped between 2018 and 2022?
It's not about quantity. It's not about quantity.
So you think the songs that Drake dropped were lackluster?
Nigga, I'm not talking about individual songs. It's not about the quantity of music you release, nigga.
So are you okay? So you think the quality of Drake's music is lackluster? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. Most rap artists have a 5 year window for their career. They have a year to get okay, let's say you have a 5 year window, right? You have a year of actually pushing to get your shit out there. Once your shit is out there, you have to push your record. Let's say your debut album does 600,000. 600,000 is gold. Let's say you go gold first album, right?
All right.
You have a year to tour, year to go, year to do your run or whatever. Let's say you have another a year and a half to get not after you get off tour, you take a year and a half to live, breathe, write your next album. Your next album
Or
go to listen. I'll try to get you the
Mhm.
life cycle of most artists. Let's say your second album dropped 2 years later. Second album is gold or platinum. Okay, you had a
These ain't
let's
most artists though. Respectfully, these ain't most artists. These
I
are the top of
nigga,
the top.
these are the exception, not the fucking rule. I'm giving you most people have a 5 year fucking run. I'm trying to break it down to people that don't know what this is.
All
The
right.
people that are not hip hop heads that don't know the fucking anything about it, don't know the pop shit on the radio or whatever, how or fucking TikTok. I'm trying to give you an actual artist timeline for most rappers. It's a 5 year window, like I said. You'll spend maybe 3.5 years on top between your first album and your second album. You tour for a year and a half. You get off tour. You live life a little bit. You make your second album. Second album drop. It can flop. It can do hot. Be hot. Second album hot. Cool. Cool. You go on another tour for like another year. After that, the record label said, "Where the fuck is our next single? Where's our next album?" Now, depending on how they pick your singles for your album, your second album, it can go hot. It can go not. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen it where artists had a hot album, but the first single was trash, second single was fire, and the album sells. It don't sell as well as you would think it would be, but it sells. So you're still hot, You're ran your 5 year run. That's 2 tours, 2 albums, and you done ran it up. After
Okay.
that, your contract is up most times with artists.
Mm-hmm.
They either re-up, your label will say, okay, we're gonna re-up with you, or you go independent. And they'll say, oh, this artist fell off. What happened? Now either they read up and the label has a new hot guy, and they're not putting all their fucking money into you like you were when you were super blazing hot. Or you go independent, you gotta do it yourself. We still put out quality music. The music has to quality has to change. We still got top studios, top producers, top everything else, but you don't have the marketing plan behind like you did when you were signed to a major label. You can have the hottest song out there, but if you don't have the machine behind you, for most artists, your shit ain't going nowhere. And we're not talking about the fucking exceptions like Russ or Tech9 or a lot of these or E40 or legends or shit or people that have actually been independent forever or have a major following. We're talking about most art, those are exceptions where they can be independent, they stay independent, they do whatever they want to do. Most artists stay in the label system. They get in the label system, stay in the label system. You have a 5 year career when you're hot. I mean, hot. You go superstar hot, come down a little bit, you're still hot. Not as hot as you were, but still hot. And then you get lukewarm. By your third album, most people Luke fucking want. To be for real. And just because you're popular on TikTok or you got a trending song that does not equate to record sales. It doesn't equate to record sales. Just because you're streaming, going crazy, viral on TikTok, or you're streaming crazy on Spotify, does not equate to certain record sales. You need like 12,000 record streams or something like that to even one album, something like that. These are not direct numbers, but I'm just saying as an example, like 12,000 spins is one record. Let's say that. 12,000 streams is one album.
All right.
Or one single, whatever the fuck it is.
Let's connect this to k.dot.
All right, okay, let's get to k.dot. Kendrick is my age. Me, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, we're all the same age.
Big 40.
We're not 40, we're in their 30s, late 30s.
Go ahead.
We all came in the era when the internet was brand fucking new.
Mm-hmm.
We're older than Soldier Boy. The internet was a thing, but it wasn't a thing like that. MySpace. All right, MySpace was popular when we were teenagers. Let's say that. MySpace was popular when we were teenagers. We came onto the internet where MySpace was just a thing. Most blogs that existed weren't up. Most mixtape sites didn't exist. They didn't come till later on. They come till a couple years later. k.dot came in the game. It was actually making music back when it was still analog. Digital literally didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
iTunes didn't exist. iTunes didn't come along for a couple of years before that. When MySpace was out, iTunes did not exist.
Go ahead.
So let's say iTunes came out about what, like 09, 08, 09, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say around 08, 09, 2010. Let's say for those 3 years, we get iTunes. Because you got the iPhone or all the shit. Let's say it come out like let's say 08. Let's say 08 iTunes is this. For example, it's not the correct date, but let's say 08 iTunes started. Of course, you had MP3 sites or whatever, but those weren't popular like that. When you hop in the game, the digital world existed, but it wasn't what it is now today. It wasn't the same as 20 years ago. The internet literally wasn't the same 20 years ago. Can we agree on that? We can agree on that, right?
All right. So let's table that. So when we say Drake and k.dot started around about the same time, right? So they've been through both eras, correct?
All right, yeah, let's say that. Let's say that it's the let's say they came in a transitional era. Let's say that transitional era, same time, transitional era. Two different artists, right?
Right. All right. So
can I get off?
we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna speed this up. We're gonna speed this up. So when was the last time Drake was not musically relevant?
Was not musically relevant?
Yes.
I don't say he wasn't musically relevant.
No. When was the last time? No. So when was the last time that Drake was not musically relevant?
Since he's came in the game, let's see. I cannot think of a time that Drake wasn't musically. It's wait. Since he became popular, not since he dropped, since he released, but since he's been popular. Let's say that since he's been popular, he's never not been musically relevant. Let's say that.
Okay.
We can agree on that. We can agree on that, right?
Okay.
We can agree on that, right?
Can we say the same for k.dot?
Since he's been popular,
mm-hmm.
has he not been musically relevant?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. So what happened after the Black Panther soundtrack?
Are we equating? Are we talking relevance or are we talking popularity? That's what we're saying. Okay.
So those two kind of
They aren't
mesh,
mutually exclusive. They aren't mutually
they
exclusive.
intersect,
Now what
right?
they can, they don't have to. What are we talking? Are we talking popularity? We talking
2019, 2020, 2021, where we're hearing Kendrick,
yes. We weren't hearing new
where we're
Kendrick. We
hearing
were
Kendrick.
yes, we were. We weren't hearing new Kendrick. We were hearing Kendrick. Yes.
When 2019, 2020, 2021, were we hearing any songs from Kendrick that impacted the culture, that are memorable?
Oh yes. Oh, are you saying are you talking about new music or are you talking about his music that impact the culture?
His
Because
music. Yes, his music.
yes, we heard all right was playing every fucking rally through those 3 years.
All right. That's before. That's
No, no, no.
that's before. You're talking about.
No. You said were we playing his music? Were we hearing it? Yes. You didn't say we were playing new music. You said we were playing his music that was impactful to the culture. Yes, we were. We were hearing
New
all right.
music throughout. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's
Music.
not what you said. That's not what you said. You want to say if you want to say new music, then no. But we're hearing Kendrick new music. No, we were not. You said
Exactly.
impactful music through that. That's not what you said.
I'm not talking about the hits of his songs that are clearly hits. They're gonna
I'm not
they're gonna
saying it.
transcend years. No.
You
I'm
said
talking about
impactful
his
music
musical
from him.
relevance in those specific years.
Yes. All right, and I will play through all those rallies,
No, no,
all
no,
those
no,
shots
no.
out.
His music outside of his hits. Talking about him releasing songs and
You're
saying,
talking about
"Hey,
new music.
he's
That's
a
not
talking
what you
point because
said.
of this song for this year." Not
The,
going back, not backdating songs that he done came out with. I'm talking about, is he musically relevant to that year with a song that he done came out with? No.
again, that's not what you said. You're talking about new music. That's what you said. You did not
Yeah.
say that. You're saying that he released new music all those 3 years
Well,
that
you
were
know what?
new every day. No,
I
I
might
don't know what you
misspoke.
mean because you didn't say
Okay,
that.
I misspoke. So new music.
Did he release new singles or things
Mhm.
throughout those years? No,
Yeah.
he did not. He didn't release any new
Okay.
music until damn 2022.
Okay. So can you essentially coordinate somebody to be on top of the game if they're not being musically relevant throughout those years?
Again, that's that's not what you're saying. You're saying it wrong. I know what you're saying, but you're saying it fucking wrong. He
I'm not
was
saying
musically
wrong.
relevant through those years. What you're saying is he didn't release new music and wasn't popular on the charts during that time. That's what you're asking. And no, he was not. You're asking the wrong thing. Again, he was musically relevant through those years because it's something place at every rally, every protest during those years. What you're asking is did he release new music and was the top of the charts, was it popular at that point? No, he did not. No, it wasn't. Those are two different fucking things. But that's what you're asking. And I can answer your question with no.
Okay.
But he was musically relevant during that time. Yes, he fucking was. Now, if we are talking about popularity and
Nobody's
making
questioning.
hits during that time, Drake would win that because Drake released a song damn near every fucking year, and they were popular. They were hits. Yes, I can say that. Now, if that's what you're asking, then yes,
Of course,
that's the answer to your
Kendrick will
question.
always be musically relevant based upon the things that he's done in the past. He has fans, and of course, there are certain songs that hey, I'm still going to play, even though they were 8, 9 years old, right? I'm just talking about his impact on in the current state of hip hop and rap as it currently stands, year in and year out. We can't count on Kendrick to be there. We can count on Drake at all times to be quote unquote omnipresent in terms of hip hop and rap.
I know what you're saying. You fucking said it wrong, but I know exactly what the fuck you're saying. You're saying Drake is consistent with his music output year in and year out. That's what you're saying. That's not relevancy. That's consistency.
That's
Because
consistency.
I can have a song
Not
for
only
5 years.
consistency, that's
I can
also
have a song
efficiency.
for 5 years ago that's musically relevant now. That's getting played. And that's still musical relevancy. That's not consistency. You're talking about consistency.
So you're saying that Drake does not, his music is not relevant from years ago to now?
That's not what I fucking said, and you know it. That's not what I
You're
said.
insinuating that.
No, that's not what I insinuated. That's not what I said. You are talking about a person's musical consistency to
Mhm.
produce music that they hit every fucking year. That's
That's
not the regular artistic cycle. Again, Drake is a fucking anomaly. Nobody does that. The only people that can say that, okay, the only people that
You're
can
right
say
about
that,
that. You're right about that.
the only people that can say they did that with runs are fucking Lil Wayne,
Hmm.
because he did multiple runs in his career where
Hmm.
he had a feature, a verse, or a song every fucking year for years, excluding the
Hmm.
years he was locked up.
50.
You can't name a year. 50 has runs where he has a feature, a song, or something every motherfucking year,
Kanye.
except when he's doing like a movie or something. Kanye has had runs. Kanye took about 3-4 years when he wasn't producing music. So, but yeah, Kanye has had runs like that. Yes, but again, that is not those are not regular artist runs. Those are fucking anomalies. That's not how it. You know that's not how it works regularly.
That
You're
is
you're trying you're trying to use the exception for the fucking rule. And that's not how it works. You know that's not how it works.
that's life, right? So there's GOAT status, and then there's people who are very good.
Nigga, you're trying to make the exception the rule. That's not how it fucking works, and you know it.
So there's Drake, and then there's Kendrick, right? Drake's an anomaly. Kendrick, you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess Hall of Fame worthy.
You you're making an argument. I understand where you're going, but you're making this fucking shit so not what it is.
I'm just saying there's levels. But anywho, um, but
We
we'll take with this.
boy,
But shout out to Kendrick Lamar. That was very great of him to to actually to provide such an event for the community of LA. And
we have to
yeah,
table this because
we need more
we
artists
gotta table
that are
this. This is
being
a
able
this,
to put on for the for the community, such as
Paul.
Kendrick. You know.
Speaking of community, this is one of the things that was brought up in the battle that is very true about Drake. Drake has no community. Where is his community? Where's his culture? Because Kendrick had the West Coast sound, the whole West Coast with him.
Drake has all of Toronto.
Toronto has no sound. Toronto has no community. Unless you're talking about the memes where they're like, are you cheese and family, all that bullshit. What community do they have other than the Weeknd and Drake?
Drake
I'm not talking about Pressa because nobody listens to motherfucking ass.
Drake
I talk
has
about
put
them other low level
Toronto on the
people,
map.
brother. There's no widespread Toronto community.
Drake has put Toronto on the map.
Again, there's no Toronto community or culture. Other than the memes and the weird ass accent, there's nothing there.
They got the culture. They got Drake,
No,
got Tory Lanez. You got what's homegirl name?
brother, you stealing a Jamaican, you taking a fake Jamaican accent and mixing patois and fucking
Have,
French.
have we
It's not
heard
a culture
have we heard anything like that before Drake?
like that before Drake.
Yes.
Yes, there's other rap artists that did it before him in Toronto. Yes,
That's rapping from Toronto that was popular.
at his level, hell no. But
Exactly.
popular, yes.
At his level, no. So Drake has
Nobody,
put Toronto.
nobody,
Drake
nobody
has
has,
put Toronto on the map.
nobody has reached his level.
Exactly.
Drake did. I'm not going to argue that Drake did put Toronto on the map, but there is no Toronto culture.
He is the culture for Toronto.
He can't be. No artist can sustain a culture. One person can sustain a daggone ecosystem like that. That makes no sense. That literally makes he can't be the eco. He made it. He can make the city popular. He can popularize things, but he can't keep it going forever.
I'm just saying, in this vein, in terms of artists and entertainment of where they rap, he has put Toronto on the map.
I'm not disputing that. I'm saying there is no Toronto culture. We all know there's West Coast slang, West Coast words, West Coast moves, West Coast.
I'll
They
say
have their
that
whole thing.
we're not familiar with some of the Canadian slang and things like that. I will say that just only because we live here in America. But I will tell you, him being from Toronto, Canada, when he goes to Toronto, there's way you know more love when he goes home than when he's here.
I
That's
am not.
and not only that, there's artists such as Tory Lanez, who's from Toronto. He's made that culture in terms of, hey, being from Toronto, there's a certain sound with him and the weekend and forgot the other girl's name, but
The Weeknd
there's
is
a
a fucking
particular sound.
singer. The Weeknd is a singer, and there is no particular
that
Toronto
I'm
sound.
talking about artists, and they're part of the community.
There
Now,
is
rap
no
artists,
particular Toronto sound. There's a Detroit sound. Detroit has a particular sound. Chicago has a sound. Memphis has a sound. Baltimore has a sound. We have a sound that's our own. They don't have a sound.
look,
There's a New York sound. Well, there was a New York sound. There's a California sound. There's a West Coast sound. They don't have their own sound. There's a Houston, there's a Texas sound. If you're from Texas, you know they have their own sound. There's a Louisiana sound. Louisiana has their own sound. Toronto doesn't have a sound.
all right.
It's
Well,
a it's a Canadian accent.
hey man,
It's
I'm not here to
what
argue the nuance of the
you
Toronto
know. There's
sound.
no Canadian sound. There's no Toronto sound.
Now,
You actually are here to argue this. This is what we're talking. This is what we're discussing.
oh
There
no,
is no
it's not that
Toronto
deep.
sound.
It's not that deep. Now,
It is
we
that deep
get
because you're missing the whole point. You're glazing
no,
over the whole point.
I get what you're saying,
That's exactly what
but
the point
but
is.
that
There
conversation would
is
be a
no
little bit more.
sound.
That conversation would be a little bit more nuanced.
How we know there's no unified sound. What is the sound? You know what a Burma rap
I
sound like.
can't
You know what a
I can't
Detroit rapper
pinpoint it right
sounds
now.
like.
I can't
Because
pinpoint
it
it right
doesn't
now.
exist. It does not exist. You can't pinpoint it because it doesn't exist.
I disagree, but hey,
But we have heard other rappers, other singers from Toronto. What is the sound? We know what the Detroit sound sounds like. We know what the California sound sounds like. We know what the Texas sound sounds like. We know what a fucking uh older New York sound, which the newer New York is basically Chicago drill. We know what a DC sounds like. DC has a particular sound. We know what these places sound like. What is the Toronto sound? What is it? What is it?
hey man,
Because there's more than Drake, there's more than the Weeknd, there's more than Tory Lanez, there's more than whatever Shorty from there is. I know we talk about the Shorty, second Shorty. What is the Toronto sound? Now, if you say there's not a big enough sample size that's popular enough to be considered a Toronto sound, I would agree with that. I agree with that. That's not what you're saying. You say you can't pinpoint it. Now, I would say there's not enough sample size, enough popular people, and they don't have
yes.
enough of their own thing to make it a Toronto sound. That's what I would say, but that's not what
I'm
you say.
saying right now I can't pinpoint it because I am American, right? I'm born in the U.S., but I'm pretty sure that like took time to investigate and listen to the uh different artists from Toronto and make nuance of their vibes. Pretty sure that there could be some type of connection drawn to, hey, this is a specific sound. But right now,
Okay,
you're not
let's say
doing
for
it.
right now, Toronto doesn't have a sound. For all purposes, it doesn't have a sound for right now. Let's say that. Outside of Drake, Toronto doesn't have a sound right now. Will you agree with that? As far as we know. I'm not saying it's actually true, but as far as we know right now at this point, as far as we know at this point, will you agree with that?
As far as we know right
As far as
now,
we know, Toronto doesn't have a sound right now. Let's say that.
there's no specific sound
You would agree with that, right?
right now.
You would
Outside
agree
of
with
Drake, there's yeah.
let's say right now, we're gonna make that this is the point. As far as we know in 2024, at this current moment, there is no Toronto sound as far as we know.
Yeah, outside of Drake.
We're excluding Drake. Outside of him, there is no
Yeah,
sound.
that's I'm agreeing.
Okay, that was the whole fucking point. That was the whole point. Culturally, Kendrick has a whole sound, a whole culture. There's nothing in Toronto, no outside of Drake in the weekend that he can fall back on. As far as we know, it's just American shit up there with Jamaican patois and French. From what we've seen in Toronto, all they're doing is wearing American shit, dressing like us, speaking Jamaican patois and French. That's not to say that's everything, but as far as we've seen, would you say that's correct? As far as we've seen, is that correct?
I agree with you, buddy. I agree.
Okay then. Okay,
we can move on, buddy.
That's no disrespect to Toronto, no disrespect to y'all, but that's the point we're making. As far as we know, that's what we see. And again,
we got this. We got this. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. No, buddy. But we from this. I'm acknowledging. I can see you, sir.
Oh, okay. So you're not getting lost. All right. Let's do one more thing. Let's get up out of here. Do one more thing. Let's get up out of here, man. Let me see what's going on. We got to talk about this. We had to talk about this. We had to talk about this because this is major news. We got to talk about this. Okay, this is some real major shit that just happened the other day in the car community. We got to talk about this. So if you know anyone that was buying a dealership for the last buying a car, excuse me, let me get this right. Buy a car for the last couple of days, or try to buy a car, get their car service or fix at a dealership, they were not able to do it. The reason they weren't able to do it because most major dealerships are connected to a program called CDK. CDK is a software that runs everything from billing departments, financial software, parts departments, maintenance, everything like that. Everything runs through the software. So, like, if you're going for an oil change, you go through CDK. You go to get a part put on, it goes to CDK. If you're buying a car, it goes through CDK. And if you're doing finances for it, go to CDK. If the manager got approved something, you got live signing the signature on there to get your car contract. It goes through CDK. Now, CDK was actually hacked a couple days ago through a cyber attack. I want to say it happened Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday. And they shut down for an extra day, so you might not be able to do anything at the dealership till maybe Saturday or Sunday. Maybe depending on how they fix this up. But CDK has freaking it's a cloud-based software for the dealership.
So pretty much it's so it's like the database in terms of like knowing what parts are needed for certain cars, how much things cost in terms of that, and to make the bills of certain cars in terms of figure everything that they need out in order for a car to get serviced or to even be purchased, right?
For y'all 2K players out there, they hacked the 2K servers in the server today. They hacked the 2K server.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So if you try to connect, everything disconnected, it don't get no, it don't hop, everything is go, everything is there. We got 2K players, they hack the 2K servers, the servers are there. But hopefully they get this fixed because it's a major thing for the car companies. They have to resort to write down things on paper and forms aren't getting sent. Things aren't getting
So they're not
fixed,
making
things
money.
aren't getting done. No, they aren't.
So all dealerships,
Well, not cyber. They can call in to do stuff, but they would. I guess it would have to be a separate system to actually call. And they would have to call the bank instead of looking up on the computer and doing like running your credit or whatever. They had to call the bank manually and do stuff or whatever and get stuff done, or just do it right until write something. Or say you went for a car deal yesterday.
mhm.
They couldn't do it to the computer. They had to write it down, have you come back when they got the system back up.
Yeah.
Or you went to go get an oil change, they couldn't do it if it's not in the system because the system is there. Or it's a parts at the level you couldn't pick them up because the system there not saying that those parts are yours or whatever.
Somebody got to cut the check. It sounds like they got to get this
Well,
fixed.
I don't know if they fix it or not because this is a major thing. Apparently they're trying to fix it. Again, it might be fixed by Monday, but as of right now, it's still down. They're cautious about it. Hopefully it gets fixed soon.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, everybody doing papers and stuff right now. Nobody's doing digital stuff. It's affected over 15,000 dealerships. Ooh, damn. Cars
What?
sold made $1.2 trillion in sales last year. Damn, so that's a big hit to be out of service for a couple of days.
Yeah.
People
Well,
got actually write in cursive. Wow, people can't write in cursive no more. They
back
got
then they
sign and
don't.
stuff.
They don't teach that
Boy,
anymore.
this is huge. Like I said, this is huge.
Yeah.
This is freaking huge. Hopefully they fix this. A lot of car dealerships are full up. They're trying to sell these cars up out of here because they have a lot of stock.
Yeah.
This is some really, really big stuff.
Yeah. Perhaps for these businesses and the customers impacted, for this
Hopefully they get it right. Hopefully they
situation.
get it right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Something came across my thing real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Breaking fucking news just now. Okay, apparently we're supposed to have our first presidential debate June 27th.
First one.
The first presidential debate apparently June 27th.
So
Now,
that's
mind you,
next
next
Thursday.
week.
Mhm.
Mind you, this is very, very, very odd because we usually don't have the first presidential debate until after the Democratic National Convention, where they choose an actual presidential candidate.
Right.
RNC, where they had the Republican National Convention, where they choose a Republican candidate. Now, mind you, we know both of these guys are running, but neither the Democratic Party or the Republican Party has actually had their conventions to say who they're going to pick. And the presidential debate don't happen until August most of the time.
Yeah.
August, September.
So roundabout when it's time to vote for the election time.
The earliest is like August. So this is very unprecedented.
I'll be interested. It probably doesn't actually happen, but we'll see.
That's what they say is happening. That's what news. News say it's going to happen. June 27th. My bad. June 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'd be
Now
shocked if
this.
that actually happens.
Oh shit! The second debate's supposed to happen in September.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if there's an actual debate next week.
Now the first one, I just found out about. I literally just found out about this popped across my timeline. Now this is going to be very interesting to see if they bring up former President Trump's 34 felonies and it's pending 57 felony counts.
Yeah,
Does it?
I don't think that big.
They announced it. We will see.
They
They
announced
announced it.
it, but I think that's propaganda. But I
I'm
don't.
very shocked this was announced so early.
Yeah, I think it's propaganda. I think it's just more or less with everything that's happening surrounding Trump and Biden. So it's like,
I think the
with
September debate will happen, but I don't know
yes,
about this June.
June. Yeah, I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see. We'll
Hopefully
see.
it's a good debate. Hopefully it's a good debate.
We'll see.
I want to see
And
what the talking points gonna be.
we'll see what's going to happen next. There's still a lot days left in this month, and
It's a lot.
July.
It's a lot of things
So
being promised
a
on one
lot of
side.
things
We gonna see what
happens.
happens.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna see what happens.
We'll see, man. Um, any more topics? We done for today?
We done for right now, bro. That's it. We wrap it
All right, man. It's good to see that you're not orange anymore. It's been
up.
a very tumultuous episode,
Yes, yes,
considering the
it is.
fact that you were AI for a little bit. But
I don't know what happened. I
man,
have no idea what happened. That was crazy. That was
don't know
crazy.
what happened, man. But definitely glad to be back. We want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in to the Simply House podcast. I know it's been a minute, but we're gonna try to get back on track and keep on giving you guys as much content as possible, man. And thank you guys for sticking around. This has been um, on year 4 or 5. I know.
I can't keep count.
Uh,
I can't keep count.
it seems like we've been doing this, for quite a minute. Man. But thank you guys for wherever you're located at. Please stay prayed up, shield 19 free, and
Yes.
please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Lord knows we need it as well.
Mhm.
So this is Somebody Else Podcast, man. We out.